Quote, how should we teach computational thinking? Should it be taught as a standalone topic or integrated within other K-12 classes? Despite considerable evidence that learning computational thinking does little for students' general problem-solving abilities, we noted above that decontextualized curricula and assessments dominate current K-12 CS education initiatives. End quote, from page 4. Again, that really resonates. And so does the following quote a little bit further down in the paragraph. Quote, this approach risks a one-directional integration of computational thinking into existing literacies, tailoring instruction to make it relevant to diverse cultures and identities, as suggested by the metaphor of a leaky pipeline of STEM education, without also locating educational goals in those cultures and identities, and then asking how or if computation might contribute, end quote. Yet again, just absolutely love some of these quotes in here. I've seen many times at different conferences over the years, people talk about, oh, well, you can use computational thinking for making music. See, look at these lyrics right here. We can find loops in here, and we can rewrite these lyrics as an algorithm. Okay, you can do that. However, one of the things that's often not asked in those discussions is how does that actually contribute to making music? So as somebody who has multiple degrees in music education and been around musicians for the majority of my adult life, I don't know anyone who uses computational thinking when creating music. And yes, I do know several musicians who compose who are also programmers, including myself. But I literally don't know a single person who engages in computational thinking deliberately to make music, or who would look at computational thinking and go, oh wow, that's going to be extremely useful for writing my next rondo. So while yes, you can look at things through a lens of computational thinking, we really got to consider, is this appropriate? Does this contribute, and how? And then also acknowledging that, hey, these domains that we're looking at also have their own ways of thinking, and maybe some of those ways of thinking would be useful for computer scientists, rather than assuming computer scientists have the answer that can be applied into every single domain. Now, I'm not saying everyone who investigates and discusses computational thinking thinks that way, but it is often framed that way, or it can at least come across that way unintentionally. This excerpt of the CSK8 podcast was from episode number 111 and is titled Revaluation of Computational Thinking in K-12 Education, Moving Toward Computational Literacies.